Karl Marx postulated that in the future, human beings will not need to do any physical work. And we are almost getting into it. Everything now is becoming automatic. When I started job in 1974, we have a telephone operator with some wires.
Yes.
But today, that is gone. Every office had a secretary. But today, the MD can do his work. So, in as much as jobs are being taken away, jobs are also being created.
Today, we explore one of the oldest tools of human connection, the Postal Service. As we mark World Post Day, we reflect on the past, present, and future of postal connectivity. Long before emails and instant messages, the post linked families, traders, and governments, carrying hope, building trust, and shaping early trade and communication. But as technology redefines how we connect, what becomes of the posts? And how can postal systems across Africa stay relevant in this digital age? To unpack this, we are joined by Simeon Abayomi Fashanu, a community leader and networking marketing provider, whose deep insights come from years of watching his parents serve in the Nigerian Postal Service. It's a conversation that bridges history, people, and the evolving phase of connectivity right here on Across Borders. Glad to have you. Morning, sir.
Good morning. Good to be here.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
So we want to talk about the Postal Service. It's World Post Day. And I want to ask you, how did your early connection with NIPOST, again, how did it begin, your connection with NIPOST? How did it begin? And what influence did watching your parents serve in the postal system have on you?
Thank you very much. I was born into the posts and telecommunications as it used to be in those days, P&T.
Okay.
My father, Simeon Abayomi Fashanu, worked in the telecommunications department of P&T.
P&T.
He started as Post and Telegraph, then he said Post and Telecommunications. Communication easily is developed by human beings. And almost all living things do communicate in different ways. In Nigeria, postal services, as I know then, started in around 1850 something, and with my father joining the P&T in 1932, we had a lot of communication. He was being posted to the Cameroons, to Kano, Kaduna, and all over the places. He became the chief inspector of lines in the 60s, by the time he retired in the 60s. It was beautiful being able to communicate with your loved one. And we had telephone at home. We had postal services mainly coming in through deliveries. We had the postman at that time. The postman was a very important man within the society. He comes to you, to the house, delivers. He knows nearly the names of everybody on that street. And as children, we used to look forward to letters. In Lagos in those days, you can get letters posted in the morning on Lagos Island, and you will get it at some other part of Lagos like Surulere and all others. The old Lagos Federal at that time. You can get letters. Now, how do we post these letters? You know, the introduction of stamps. These stamps is like a charge and can also be used to certify transactions. Like you get a receipt, house rent receipt. Once there is a stamp on it, in those days it used to be 2 pence or 5 pence or something like that. And once it's on it, it legalizes that document. It becomes something you can tender in court in those days. So the communication was beautiful. And I could remember vividly when I was in primary school in secondary school, Loyola College, Ibadan. You can post a letter in the morning telling your mom, we are closing next week, I need money for my transport. And send the money through the post with what we call postal orders. It was postal order. Some call it money orders.
So,
I think
so
money
what
orders
does
are
postal
from
order
international,
do?
but postal orders in
does it do?
Nigeria was beautiful. And when we are in the dining hall, that is where we distribute our letters.
Okay.
So names are called, and once you do your name towards closing time, it's either your 10 shillings postal order is coming in for your transport or for your monthly allowance. So it was beautiful. We were able to communicate. Once we can read and write, we'll be able to communicate in those days. And it was a beautiful thing.
Okay, so I want to ask you, do you think that experience at that time compared to now, then you think is more exciting than what we have today? You know, you be in the comfort of your house via your phone, you can just get your mail, you can just get your information, rather than having that family gathering, just like you mentioned, you're in the hall and you're being called by name to come and have your delivery. So, I mean, what do you think?
Today is wonderful, beautiful, having all this. But the excitement, for me, it's not there.
Okay.
The excitement for the youth is there for them. Like the excitement we had on postal. Letters are posted and they are taken away. We had these boxes, wrought iron boxes at different corners in the streets.
Okay.
You go there and you put your letter. Once you put your stamp, you put your letter in it. And at times, if you don't have money, they will still take it along and charge the person that is being delivered to.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And it was good for we students in those days. You have no money. One shilling was a lot of money. And you have to post your letter. They will still take it. And they have each postal distance. The one in Oshodi Street, there was one on Oshodi Street on Lagos Island.
Okay.
The street is now being reconstructed, and as I was coming, I just remember.
Oh my God!
Where is that? It has to be kept. So as soon as I leave this place, I'm going to look and look for, because it was in the medium, very close to the cenotaph, or what do we call it, in Oshodi Street.
Okay.
Now, it was there. And sometime about 3 months ago, I think I still saw it.
So you want to go look for it today?
Yes, because everything along the median has been uprooted and is being built, very well built by the local government. But who took that? Because in these days of smelting of iron and all that, it's a monument. The times for these things are posted. Postmen were never late in clearing those letters. Got my letters of appointment from the post when I first started working in 1974. And you apply for jobs through the post. You don't need to go anywhere in those days.
Wow. So you just talk about you applying for a job through the post.
Yes.
Compared to those days where you need to go about with your CVs, you need to go from offices to offices. Well, of course, we still we get to send mails, and then get information via social media. But I don't know, you feel it's more convenient having all of that at that time compared to now. But again, I want to ask you, how would you describe the role the postal service once played in your community in the past? And I'm talking about your community. What was that major role?
Yes, community. Number one, if you are not in and your letters are dropped, you're sure to get it. Your results, school's results, university, your GCE results, all these things come through the post. And you get this, and people get to know you. But today, it's becoming too personal and too secretive. You can be living with somebody next door and never know their surname. Yes. But in those days, you see, letter for number 7 Bishop Street, Surulere, that was our address then, is put in a box. So the person that has the key, if it is keyed, will come in, take it, and start delivering it in the rooms. In those days, we had more rooms than flats. So they start delivering it in the rooms. So we all know each other.
Okay, that's beautiful. Fantastic. So, taking you back old days, taking you back memory lane, it's so important. Today with mobile phones and instant messaging, how relevant is the postal service to people in your area?
Good. There are all these things developed from the postal system, and it's just a faster way, bigger way to address things. The postal service still, we still order small items and parts and get it from the postal office at Marina. You see transfer things which has been taken over. Most of the job has been taken over by network marketing. Network marketing falls a lot on posting. But these days, we have direct posting and messaging. But in those days, you have to go to the postal office after receiving your slip, your registered letter, or whatever, to go and collect. In those days, we used to import things from Germany. In those days, shoes, clothes, and all that, samples from Germany, from abroad, and collect in those days. Same thing. Now it is more direct to the home. And that is why we are not seeing a lot of it. Is still postage. You are still posting on our phones, on our laptops. We have to post things. It's still posting, but it's electronic. That's what it is these days.
Oh, okay. It's still posting, but it's electronic. So would you say that they have also adapted to, the regular ones that we have to the logistics, e-commerce, and all of that? Would you say they have adapted?
Yes.
They have all adapted.
In my community, we have adapted. We have. I don't need to come to your house to see you. We have groups, WhatsApp or Telegram groups. We now talk with each other without even getting out of your bed.
Okay.
So we are gradually the agent, which is I'm surprised at the number of people above 70 that are on the net these days.
Okay, but let's look at it. Would you say there are challenges facing postal access or delivery? Are there challenges at all?
Yeah, there will always be challenge. Once you solve a problem, that problem will create another problem. The solution will create another problem. And it's throughout life. And there are still challenges. These challenges, network failures, and other things. And these have to be perfected. Once it's perfected, then other problems will come and we know how to face it. Maybe because of the large volumes of people involved.
Okay.
Where you have to build capacity, you have to... Quite a lot of things. And they will still come.
All right. Okay, so I want to ask, would you say with the advent of technology, would you say technology have actually impacted the postal service? Whichever way, you have a lot of people, a lot of things to do, and you have people, and a lot of people are start thinking, oh, are we going to lose a job? Is technology going to take over? All of that. So what do you think?
On the side of jobs, the Russians, or I don't know, I don't want to say Russians now.
Okay.
The Russian Revolution,
okay.
The architects, through Lenin, Karl Marx, and all that. Karl Marx postulated that in the future, human beings will not need to do any physical work. And we are almost getting into it. Everything now is becoming automatic. When I started job in 1974, we have a telephone operator with some wires.
Yes.
But today, that is gone. Every office had a secretary. But today, the MD can do his work. So, in as much as jobs are being taken away, jobs are also being created.
I see.
Yes. Somebody have to manage these machines. Somebody have to program these machines. Those are new jobs. Different from when it is manual.
Okay. So postal services are often described, as tools for social inclusion. Would you say your community still feels connected through them? There's still connection. You mentioned you're going to check, what's it called? The spot where you used to have the
Post box.
Post box. Yeah, you're going to. So is that connection still there?
No. That connection is not there.
So what's this missing link?
The missing link is the physical appearance. The physical connection. The postman is coming, you expect the paper. Some areas, the postman comes at 9. In some areas, they come at 10, 12, some twice a day. But today, you got it within a minute. You don't expect it. It's there, and you can get it at any time.
Okay. While we try to wrap up, I want you to just say in few words, what do you think could be done to ensure better sustainability for postal services? We know they are still there. It's still there, it still exists. But of course, the world is changing, things are changing. What do we need to do? Is it government? Is it individuals? What should be done to ensure sustainability and, of course, to make it better?
It's perfection. It has to be perfected and improved upon with technology also. We know we all have postal codes. Every area has a postcode, and that is not being used. And it's easy. It helps in finding people, their addresses, their areas, and it's in sorting. More technology should be provided in sorting, so that letters meant for Jerusalem is not found in France. That's
okay. That's very key. So that letters meant for Jerusalem will not be found.
You know where I got that from?
I think I can relate. Sometimes even at the airport, I think I need to bring this. Right. And you're looking for your luggage, and you're like, you find it's on another flight.
Yes, that's so the tag is what it's used to sort it. And that is how the postcode is used to sort letters.
I see. But I'd like to even add this before we go. Yeah, we're wrapping up already. So because of what we just talked about now, do you think even the current means of posting and all of that, would you say there are more challenges or there are more benefits? Yeah, we are not spotlighting challenges. We are not key at pushing out challenges. But of course, when there are need to address them, we need to speak to them. So what do you think about this means of posting? Challenges, opportunities, and all of that put together.
Again, it comes to perfection. You see, what is perfected? Look at, I don't know if I can, there are some postal services.
No.
International. You can have a letter here and needs to be originally signed.
Okay.
By somebody. Go to the post office or any postal agency. You pay for it. It goes to the place, to the person, wherever in the world the person is. The person signs and send it back. Maybe through the same means. But the original document gets here. So we need to perfect it in such a way that it reduces the time. If I have a document and I can post it now and by tomorrow it's back with me.
Okay.
So it needs to be perfected. It needs to be improved on
all right.
The technology of it, either by plane, by vehicle, and by all this.
And all of that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Fashanu. Simeon Abayomi Fashanu.
Yes.
Yes. So, I would have loved us to take a few more questions, but our time is up, and that's all we can take for today. We just wanted to also have an input as the world celebrates World Post Day. And that's it on our cross-border today. I want to say a very big thank you for coming. When we do have other related topics, we'll be reaching out, and we hope that you will oblige us. All right, until next time, we see you again on our Cross Borders. My name is Grace Komolafe. Do not forget to follow us via all our social media platforms at Soup News TV.